Welcome back, watch friends. If you had any doubts about the genius, the absolute marketing genius of Rolex, I'm going to show you some ads I just came across from the 60s. Absolute brilliant ads. Look, the ad business, you had these long form ads. It reached its peak probably in the 80s, in the 1980s. Look at this copy, long copy. These days you only have brand advertising. They just have, a logo, picture, a headline, that's it. Back then, you had great advertisers, you had the great copywriters, the David Ogilvy's that wrote long copy. So let's understand the genius, the psychology, the deep marketing genius of these guys. So this Submariner ad, you showed this guy who looks like a man's man, right? I mean, you can't see the whole face, but this guy is no limp-wristed guy, right? The ad says, if you shipped out on the Skate, the Shark, or the Nautilus, you'll recognize this face. You get the hairy wrist, right? This is a man's man. Okay, now look at this copy. It's brilliant. I mean, let me dive in here. Let me see. You're looking at the Rolex Submariner for years. It's been the standard gear for submariners, frogmen, and all who make their living on the seas. Seamen, you get it? Seamen. If you like seamen, you're going to like this watch. So we built an easy read, blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is the genius. I love this. The Rolex Submariner runs $210 with authentic Rolex bracelet time. Okay, runs $210. The choice of words. The choice of words. That's like a real, I'm not that articulate in the English language, but when you say the price, but it runs 200, it's got that manly sound. Runs 210, beautiful. I mean, whoever wrote this copy is a genius. Now here's a great ad. This is the masterful ad. Look at this. Look at this ad, right? So you see the guy wearing a Submariner, the black. Okay, I hate not the blue, but okay, he's wearing the black Submariner. He's wearing obviously a French cuff. He's got a champagne glass, and you see the woman's hand coming up, touching this. This ad sells sex in a very subtle way. So let's read the copy. We invented the Submariner to work perfectly, 650 feet under the sea. It seems to work pretty well at any level. Okay, you can read between the lines. Basically, it's selling you the sex appeal of the watch, right? That you're gonna get laid. That's what it's all about, my friends. Let's see here. Can we zoom in on this? Blah blah blah. Ask her. Oof. Rolex Submariner is a salty watch. Yeah, I got something salty for you. It's the official watch for the divers of the Royal Navy. Beefed up, oyster case. Blah blah blah. Sits pressure. I mean, how come it's seen so much where the wettest thing around is a dry martini? I mean, there's a lot of subliminal language here. How come it's seen so much where the wettest thing around is a dry martini? Okay, so they're basically saying, look, the watch is worn by wankers, really, but who knows? Maybe it's because the black dollar goes so well with a black tie. Ask her. Maybe she knows. I mean, this ad just nails everything. I mean, the guy who wrote this ad, this is literally advertising Hall of Fame stuff. Guys, I mean, the golden age of advertising. I mean, it's unbelievable. This is some of the other ads. If you're looking for lost empires here tomorrow, you should wear Rolex. I mean, this is some unbelievable stuff that they had back in the day. If you were the dive stuff is stupid. If you were working here, if you were racing here tomorrow, you'd wear Rolex. Let me see. Okay, so let me see where else. If you were let me dive into this. If you were racing here tomorrow, okay, let's dive into this over here. Let me see what this guy says. If you're racing here, yeah. So much of the work. It takes a year to make it. Get the fuck out of here. So much of the work is done by hand. Each Rolex oyster takes more than a year to make. Unbelievable, but true. I mean, you got his. How do they find tomato cans and lollipop liquors to believe this stuff? But the copy is great. Olympic sailors, the watch they wore while winning gold medals at Acapulco last October was the Rolex Submariner. The world's best sailors wear watch they often call the best in the world. Their reason for buckling on this anchor weight timepiece is simple. Great. I mean, now this is not as good as the other copy, okay, but it's great. It is great, great stuff. I mean, the Rolex Submariner. Let me see this here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now this is unbelievable. This is the Rolex Submariner. This is the GM building. 380 weekend skippers of work here. Now, in case you guys don't know, the GM building on Fifth Avenue, at the time this was, well, even today, and this, this was, oh shit, let me go back. This was the most, this is the heavy hitter building. I mean, seriously, this is the place where, quite frankly, the rents, I think, is about $150 a square foot a year, of course, but so in other words, if you have a 1,000 square foot office, I don't think they have anything that small, it's about 150 grand a year to rent the space. Right? I think it's $150 a square foot. One of the most expensive office buildings in Manhattan, even today, I believe. This is the heavy hitters. Carl Icahn had an office there. I mean, all the big hedge fund guys. I don't know who's there now, but it is now. Of course, Apple. This is an old ad. Apple. I can't. This is Boucher. We sell Rolex watches. We didn't come for the view. Shit, I can't read the ad. I mean, this is genius. Basically, they're implying that the heavy hitters wear a Rolex Submariner on the weekends when they're being, real men's men. Racing their, yachts or whatever it is they're doing. This is the watch they wear. So basically, Rolex is implying that you can wear this watch, in the boardroom, the bedroom, and in the galley. What do they call it on a boat? The whatever wherever you sit, the pilot house, whatever it is, at the wheel. This is a heavy hitter ad. I mean, genius. Basically, they're implying that this is the watch you wear when you're a heavy hitter. Unbelievable but true. Now, of course, the King Tut, as I'm calling it, because I'm a great ad man. I've renamed this the King Tut instead of the Bluesy, because Bluesy is like an infantile word. King Tut implies, blue and gold, the Pharaoh's colors. As you can see, I'm wearing this on a black. The sleeve is kind of worn out. It's kind of the old money look. This turtleneck is 20 years old. This is what you wear when you're a heavy hitter like yours truly. Now, guys, let's make sure you click the like, subscribe button so you too can be a weekend skipper at the GM building.